Have you not got your... Is it a balloon?
What do you want? A balloon? A badge? There's no labels here, neighbour.
Do you know the last time we done that, I had to ask what neighbour meant? I actually didn't know. Well, it's like friend, eh? Like guy. Something along those lines. All right, sorry.
Well,
Hi, guys.
I was going to ask that question. So it's a neighbour.
Aye, it's like, I would call you neighbour. Like
Right.
Kenny. So we've got Kenny Kerr here.
Yeah.
We've got Bethany Allerdice. We've got Mrs. Shannon Wells and myself, Kelly Bruce. We are all cast and crew from the short film Bitter Pill that we've been filming. And so here we are, chatting about it and an opportunity to talk and have some chinwags. How are we all feeling? How are you feeling, Kenny?
Oh, absolutely brilliant. Yeah, it's been an amazing experience and absolutely great fun.
Yeah.
Great fun. Met so many new people.
What about you, Bethany?
Yeah, it's been good. It's been a brand new experience. Just obviously coming out of Brighton from being in an old radio show and everything. So it's definitely...
Coming out your comfort zone a wee bit.
Yeah.
What about you, Shannon?
Yeah, same. I feel
Feeling
like it's
it?
helped my growing journey
Yes.
as a person, so
This is all new to me too, but it's been enjoyable.
definitely. I feel like I've learnt a lot, like about myself and other people and all that.
Yeah.
So.
How long has it been actually since day one? Like we started filming the start of February, just coming
Yeah.
at me, or that's when we.
But if you look back,
If-
like we've all been
yeah.
working together for like at least a year.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think it was easier because we all kind of knew each other a wee bit. Like there was a few new people that sort of came in.
That was-
Yeah, you were the wee star. You came in actually. You saved the day. Actually, that was the first day of filming.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank God.
I know,
for
came in and just took it on your stride.
I'm just Superwoman.
that. It's a natural, you know. Oh gosh, well, where do we start? I suppose. What did we ask?
Mm.
Well,
Kenny, was it how you imagined from like your?
it was a role. Obviously, I don't want to say too much about it, but it was a role that was very demanding for me. But it was very great experience, and really enjoyed doing it. Great fun, and the people I worked with, like yourself, and that it was very serious issues, but in the acting way, it was so much fun making it.
Mm.
I felt comfortable. I think you felt comfortable.
I think there was little bits in it where we had to keep the humor, like
Yeah.
just to make
Absolutely.
sure we got through it like sane.
Yeah.
And again, I apologise for hitting you in the face. One of the scenes, that was a total accident.
That was actually the funniest day filming was that one. It really was.
Wow.
I'm really excited to see how like that turns out.
Yes, absolutely.
With the guys editing and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I feel like your character had a lot of like transitioned because like you're quite like a warm, like bubbly, loving person, and the character that you had
No,
to
no.
what I've seen of you anyway. So your character really had to bring out like that darker side of
I
you
had
to
to bring,
portray.
yeah, I did. But the type of film it was, I found it really easy to play one of the parts. The other part, obviously not.
Yeah.
You know, but one of the parts are really, it's kind of going back to memory thing. I felt at home with it, but I really enjoyed it.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Do you think that's like part of like the 4 C's that we all had, like
Yes.
building that up together
Absolutely.
and then providing that like comfortability and all that, so we could
Absolutely. Yeah.
express ourselves in
And
those
the
ways.
support during it as well was from everybody. Cast and crew was absolutely fantastic. Because obviously there were some of the scenes there was issues. But it was the power of the people.
And me, I thought that was going to be
Now you
silent.
see, that is the power of the people.
That's
That is the power of the people.
That's the power of comfortability.
Yes, absolutely.
That's
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was my kind of first major part that I've done. I've done lots of film work, done little adverts and things and that, you know. But that was the most powerful one I've done.
What was your initial thought when Ali and James were like, "We won't make you play the bad guy"? Were you like,
Whoa! Absolutely, because it was a challenge for me. It was a mind challenge. I needed something to
Get you ticking.
to get me going again.
Mhm.
You know, and I can say, I mean, I'm in recovery, and I hope it's okay to say that.
Of course.
Everybody knows that, and that is a huge thing to feel appreciated and wanted.
Part of
Mhm.
a group as well. Yeah.
And the group chat and that was all set up was fantastic, because when you're feeling pissed off, you know, it's not only you, everybody gets pissed off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know?
I've noticed that, like, not even like people getting pissed off, but whenever anyone's having like a day, we all know, and we're like checking in and being like,
Yeah.
even messaging,
I know, like,
like,
we've not heard from them in a wee while.
yeah,
What's
and
going
like
on?
making sure everyone's all right. And
Yeah.
we've got like a nice wee family unit. That's like one of the things I do cherish kind of dearly about this. But you've definitely, like, your character development and yourself, I can see it. It's good. And you're
Mhm.
Yeah.
glowing today, actually.
I
you
know.
look
I said
really
that
good.
as soon as I seen him.
Yeah.
I was like,
It's
"You look
because it's a
amazing
bit
today."
warm. It's, the lights are a bit warm. It's nothing to do with embarrassment, honest.
Yeah. But you've been doing wee bits and bobs out with this now
I
as
have,
well.
yes. I
That's
was
exciting.
on a project in Edinburgh.
Do you know when that'll be coming out?
That'll be about 3 months before that one's finished.
Not bad. That's pretty good.
Obviously, can't say anything about it.
Yep.
But yeah, that was
It looked cool.
again another crazy character.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm typecasting myself to be crazy, but that's the way it is. But it was a lot of
Roll with it.
it was a lot of makeup and different things,
Mhm.
which is a great experience to be involved with.
Hell yeah.
I'm working on green screen as
Hmm.
well.
Oh,
which
so
is-
that'd be that's like a
even
whole new
different, yeah.
factor. Yeah, you
Yeah.
having to
for
think.
me, I've never worked on green screen, but it was really.
That would be cool, actually.
I've seen one little snippet of it, and I thought, oh, I wasn't there. Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, technology nowadays is just brilliant.
It really is. Well, I look forward to that.
Yeah, but I better let somebody else talk. I'm talking too much.
What about yourself, Bethany?
Well, yeah, I've definitely grown like a second family. Like, I've never really had that from my past, being a child from like someone who's in recovery,
Mm-hmm.
and being a voluntary foster kid as well. Like, you never really feel like you belong.
Mm.
But I've definitely like gained friends, and like it was very, very last minute getting my role.
I was about to say, yeah, like, how did that feel? Like, that day where you were just, it was sort of sprung upon you. in
Yeah,
I know,
the
you
it
sense.
just took it in your stride as well. You're like,
Yeah.
yeah, gonna go for it.
It
I'm
was
here.
more like that, do you know, challenge accepted.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was going to go for Barista of the Year award if I was still in Brighton. And I was like, do you know, I took that challenge on, had to move away, still never got it, unfortunately. But yeah, it was just like, do you know, I'll prove everyone that I can actually do it. So it was, yeah, like, I definitely feel like I've became myself,
Mhm.
especially from being in a narcissistic abusive relationship from that and leaving it. That if it wasn't for being here, like, I'd probably be wallowing in my own self-pity right now.
Yeah. Has it opened up any, like, doors for you? You thinking about doing anything more?
I really want to, like, since I was on that old radio show, and it's like, I'm really into doing podcasts and stuff, it's like I want to try and delve into that a lot
Mhm.
more.
Just get out and get chatting.
Yeah. Like, obviously I'm a bloody blabbermouth, but
We love you for it. That's
I
what we
know.
need.
We need more blabbermouths.
I suppose, actually, aye. We do. I like a wee bit of a blabber,
Me
but
too.
I have to take my hat off to you, though. Like, that day, like,
you
Shannon
like a
said-
blabber?
No, not at all. No,
No, I didn't
no.
think so.
I'm really quiet. I sit in the corner. I say nothing. But yeah, no, my gratitude to you as well, just for that day where you genuinely just took it on. And if anything, like, because we didn't really get to rehearse like with each other
Yeah,
either,
like-
but it flowed really nicely.
it was
And the
like
guys
one
were
of the first
great.
times like we properly actually met each other as well,
I
and
know.
it was just
Yeah.
that instant, like, what we just had, that instant friendship and connection
Yeah,
thing.
it was, yeah, because you never did. You come along to the scheme before? Not
No.
much. No, you came along with your mum here,
Yeah.
yeah. And you were like, well, this has been sprung on you today. You're in it now.
Like, well, I'm the little shadow. Hello, guys.
No, like, well done, honestly, for
I
that.
know.
And again, I'm looking forward to it as well, because
Yeah.
we've got these great guys editing it at this moment.
Yeah,
So that'll
very
be-
exciting.
Yeah. What about you, Shannon?
What about me?
So obviously, I feel like you sort of came into this just not late, but you came in a wee bit later
Mhm.
after we wrote the initial script that changed quite drastically. And how did that feel, kind of having to come into that role and get out your comfort zone?
For me, I think it was like a second chance sort of thing to like push myself more, because with the previous one with the Monster Within and the Scheme, I wanted to try,
Mm.
but like I let my own insecurities kind of get the better of me, and I was just like, nah, I'm not doing this. I'm not
Yeah.
doing it.
Just didn't quite have
No.
like the confidence.
Yeah,
there.
no.
We all knew it was in you though. Like
Mhm.
how many of us were just like, no, like we want Shannon. There's something there. And it was funny watching the guys trying to like thingy these bits and bobs out of you, like a certain reaction. But you
know.
were like, nah, it's not.
There is
working
certain
that way.
emotions and stuff that I was like, I just can't pull it from anywhere.
Yeah, that'll
Um,
come with
I
time
know.
though and practice.
But it was good to push myself and like you're saying, like take on new challenges and stuff. I took it as like, right, well, chances here again, so just like go for it.
Prove everyone
Well, like, what's the
wrong.
worst that's going to happen? I'll look at
Yeah.
it and be like,
Yeah.
could have done that better. So then next time you'll be like, I'll do that better.
Well, I liked how it ended up being like a 2 female part role because that was initially what the scheme was meant to be. They
Mhm.
were talking about in The Monster Within. They wanted it to be 2 females,
Yeah.
but it ended up obviously being
Yeah.
the 3 brothers, which was fine. But I think it was a chance for
Mhm.
you to redeem yourself and be like, bitch, I can, and I'll do
I
it."
know. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I've learned a lot, and I'm like, I'm taking more chances on myself.
Mm.
So it's just good.
Take a chance on me. I'm going to take a wee swig of my juice. But all of yous, I have to say, like it has been incredible, like watching yous
Mhm.
all
Yeah.
transition
Yeah.
and just grow from it all. Especially when, to a degree, yeah, we've known each other and
Mhm.
before or
Yeah.
whatever, but coming into it after and having to be so close and
Yes.
vulnerable in certain
Yes,
bits as well.
Yeah.
I know, as long as all of us being squashed in 11 rooms.
Yeah.
and stuff, it's good bonding.
You try being squashed in a bed.
Well,
Oh God, that was a funny thing.
So what about you, Kelly?
Sorry. Yeah, I feel the same. I feel like my confidence has definitely like opened up since starting all of this.
Mm-hmm.
And it has sort of like fed my drive to like get involved in things that I don't think I've ever thought about getting involved in before. Definitely just like the newfound confidence and ability just to speak with people and try something that you've never tried before. And since this, obviously, I've opened up my own podcast and kind of looked into more roles and stuff in filming and the creative industries. So I just I'm so grateful just
I
to
know,
be
me
a
too.
part of it all, and the
It's
fact that like
is an amazing
It
experience.
has
Yeah.
like
It's
reignited
fun.
my creative spark as well. Like I'm like,
Yeah.
I've got so many like wee side projects I'm doing.
Yeah.
And it's so fun.
you get so hungry for it
I know.
after a while.
it's
I think it's
what
like
now?
the anticipation of everything as well, because like it was very quick. I think like I don't really know very
I
many
know.
people that have like
I think
after,
it was
like,
good
2
that we didn't
weeks.
get to think about it too much though. We all
Yeah.
just like jumped in feet first
and then
and learnt to swim.
they weren't like safe like thingy guarding anything. Like they were quite open to like
Mhm.
interpretation of things, or like if you mentioned or maybe try it like this or anything. Like
I
they were
know.
quite open to.
Yeah, you could.
We all worked together. It was like
Mm.
James and I were like, we want it to work for you, so like we'll do it in a way that's going to work for you.
Yeah, rather than being like, no, you have to say it like this. You have to do it like
Yeah,
this. And
by the script and everything.
Yeah.
Whereas whatever way you feel comfortable saying it, then
Mhm.
just say it like
yeah,
that.
I think that's just another.
Thing is, it was
Foundations of
it
the
was
forces.
really good because
Because we had that communication.
You could
Mhm.
change words in the script
Yeah.
without somebody saying that's the wrong word.
There was a few times that we'd even done a take though, and Ali was like, "No, I'm actually happy with that. Like, didn't do it. The way
Don't
Don't
we
even do
did
it again, yeah.
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 We didn't want to change too much, of course, but I found it just there. It's actually longer than I expected.
Mhm.
So we've got that
I know.
to look forward to.
I think as well for me, like I always loved films and stuff growing up. Like that was like my comfort growing up,
Mhm.
like just watching movies and stuff. And it's something that you're like, that would be so fun to do. But like living where we live and like the opportunities that we have, you're like, that would never happen. So like I never done drama at school because I was like, well, what's the point? Like
Yeah, me
I'm not
either.
gonna
Mhm.
like I'm not gonna go anywhere with drama. So like why would I take it? Whereas this, I'm like, well, it could happen if
Mhm.
you like really want it to happen. You'd be able to chase it and things like that. So yeah.
I mean, I was quite lucky when I was younger. I did get the opportunity. I got funded opportunity through the local authority to help work with young people. I had no filming experience, but I put an application in and got funding for it.
Mm.
And I think this kind of project is exactly what should be happening again.
And I think it should be happening in like communities like this, like giving people.
Yeah.
The thing is,
The
the
opportunities.
thing is, the guys I worked with, we started a project which became an international project with 6 different countries involved with it, and the project's still running to this day.
Mm.
And it's still based in the UK. It's down in the borders. Sorry, my throat's getting a bit dry. That rat's hungry. Thursday, I mean, no hungry. So it's things, projects like this that help people kind of focus and think, I could do that, you know.
That
It
drive.
just gives them a bit of a chance to, you know, when we were on set, this guy turned up from nowhere. I think you guys will remember that. And he was totally fixated. He actually got, he was taken, he got his picture in the shot, and he's following the group now.
Oh, the wee guy if we were
Yes,
shooting
aye,
outdoors.
aye.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Aye. But the thing is, that's what it's all about. It's working in the community. And
Yeah, how many people came up to us when we were filming outdoors and we're just like, oh, we just want to know what you're doing. There was a wee group of grannies out for their wee like stroll and they stopped and Ali ended up chatting to them for a good while and stuff and it was good. What? Did it actually? I didn't even know that.
yeah, there was a couple of folks shouting stuff out the windows, but that's
I seen the people
That might
standing
be
at the
location.
windows. They were like, "What the fuck's going on here?" A lot of people stopping, obviously, but
the only thing that pissed me off about it was Dibby asked for my autograph.
Hey, saying that, Neil got everybody's autograph at the start.
oh yeah, he's
Oh,
got
yeah.
it.
He's
He's got
terrible.
it on the script.
He does.
He was on the ball.
I know he left the script. He left the script at my house, and he was so upset because he'd lost it.
I was on the chat like, "Someone's got it."
Where
Got
is
all
it?
your
Where is it?
autographs.
That was funny. That was actually
You
one of
just
the things my
don't
mum
think put it on
said.
eBay.
My mum was like, "I want all your autographs." I was like, "We'll get you them. We'll get you them."
Oh, bless.
Yeah, Neil was accused me that I was going to put it on eBay and try and sell it.
Hey, you never know though. Like,
Yeah.
Well, hopefully one day. That's it. You never know.
because
You
I
never know.
like what you were mentioning about like films when we were younger and that. I remember watching films and being like, I want to be that. It was always Cameron
Yeah.
Diaz. She was always the one. I was like,
Yeah.
I just want to be her, man. And then looking at it though and being like, oh, you'll never get there because of the money and all that. And
Yeah.
this is why
Like,
I
I
love.
wasn't born in America. My mum and dad
Yeah.
aren't rich. Like,
I never
Yeah.
started any of this stuff when I was younger, like they all
Like
did.
not a Nepo baby. and
Yeah,
everything.
all of that. So up until obviously all this started happening in our tagline, no budget, no bother, and how quickly the guys just like came to, and obviously to a degree, it's not what you know, it's who you know, because like that's
Yeah.
how we got the sound and like all of the sound composers and all of that in it as well. Again, it's just about like branching out and wanting to
Yeah.
try something new out here in West Lothian, because Ali said it perfectly. West Lothian has been void of like
Yeah.
creative industries and
Even
and like, there's so
Whitburn
much
as
talent
well.
in West Lothian.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so much.
But it's a
Really?
confidence thing though.
I
Yeah.
think it is, and I think it's like even like when you're applying for uni, like because we're where we are, it's like you're a leaps area, so because you're from a deprived, disadvantaged area, like we'll give you a pity, like, oh come on, come
That
join our uni,
That is
and
it.
that's basically what it's like for all this stuff as well.
Yeah.
People are just looking at it like,
Scheme kid.
The thing is,
Aye.
I feel it's an undervalued industry.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Young people don't get enough opportunities and chances.
mm.
I
And
think
also
to-
it's like taking drama at school. Nobody tells you like, oh, it's not like just to
Yeah.
go at Edinburgh Playhouse.
Yeah,
like,
it's
they
not
don't
about
tell you all
just
the other
theatre.
avenues that it could like open up for you as well.
I went to Whitburn Academy, and like we only got drama like the last 2 years of me being at school, and it was like, well, what's the point in us doing it now? Like the same as we only got Spanish like the last year, and the Spanish teacher just vanished.
Mm.
It's like, well, what's the point in doing any of that if no one's actually going to be there for it?
I do wish I could go back and do school
More
again.
creative stuff,
Yeah,
But
I,
like
I
with-
agree with that totally.
With
I
the
just done
knowledge I
sciences.
have now, because like I did dance and stuff. I was into like creative stuff in that
Yeah.
sense, but I never done drama or anything simply because my confidence issues. Like
Yeah.
me standing up in front of the class and like acting out like something that
And I
had
can
never
even
happened.
do like my
Aye.
reading and
Yeah, like in English when they like make you read a fucking chapter or something, you're
Oh,
like, oh
God.
Jesus. But it's funny now, obviously, as you get older. Like I do think to a degree you just get that like attitude. You're like, who gives a fuck? And that was a lot of the times before we went into filming. I think me and Shannon had to like just channel, being like
who cares?
aye, who cares? But we care. But
And
it's
that
not real. But it is real.
Sometimes
and
we
you have
just
to channel
look at
that.
each other and be like,
Yeah, it was good though, and yeah, I think as younger people want to get involved in stuff like that, I think would be good, because I know it was confidence that I struggled with when I was younger, and I think if someone that age got into this stuff now would be like you'd be unstoppable. I
Mhm.
think,
yeah,
and you would
definitely.
totally freaking get out there.
I think there's a lack of amateur dramatics in the area as well.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where a lot of young people develop from.
yeah,
And again, it's something, like say colleges and actually the local
It's
cinemas, and that should
It's also like Howden
Develop.
House was about to get like shut down, like the
yeah.
Regal was going to get
Oh,
shut down, and that's where
absolutely.
all those things like
I thought the
come
Regal
from.
did.
yeah.
And even then, like you don't have any community shows that get put on in
I
those
know.
You
places
don't
either.
get
So
any,
it's like,
All-
where
all-
do you go?
like
all your
drama
pantomime
schools
stuff
and
and that
stuff.
just
Mhm.
it's disappearing.
I
Mhm.
thought the Regal was shut down, is it not?
I'm not
No.
100% sure.
The
It's
Regal,
still open.
no,
As far as I know, it's still
no,
open.
the Regal Connect still.
Is it?
Oh, yeah, it's definitely still open.
So like they're the last
There's
kind of
one in Bathgate.
theatre we've
the,
got.
the
They're
old
the
one in
last.
Bathgate is closing down now,
Mm.
and that's a shame because it was a good live venue.
But they're like shows that go like all over the country, not like stuff that's
Yeah,
from
like
Yeah.
hairspray and stuff
built
like
in your
that are all
community.
there.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah,
Like, I
'cause
remember still going.
Can
It's
you
all-
remember the
yeah.
thing that was like down where the skate park is, and it was like that wee stage? Like yeah, you could do stuff like that on places like
Yes.
that, and like people could do like open mic stuff, like
Mhm.
band
Yeah.
stuff, like so that nobody has to pay for venue, nobody has to do any of that. But then that all got ripped away, so it's like
yeah.
Ah, it's
people
like a
have no
park
way
now.
to express themselves other than getting into trouble now these days,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like
And that's why crime
There's
rate is so
cycle.
high in Scotland now.
Yeah.
And it's crazy.
give people an outlet.
Well, this is what I'm saying. I'm so thankful for James and Ali
I know.
and Ronnie and all that as well. Like, if you guys hadn't been here, sorry, they're not actually here right now. If they weren't there for like to show us, like I don't know, like
Magic
all
mirror.
of this,
Excuse me, I can see them at the corner of my eye.
but we'd never know. But aye, if it wasn't for you, though, like showing us that all of that stuff, I don't think we'd have the confidence to then go away and try it, or like
Yeah.
I'd certainly with the podcast myself. Like if it
I'm
wasn't
just taking
for
the chance on us as well.
It was.
every time you say
It
that,
was
I'm just
I
like,
found it
I
was
know.
it was the patience
Yeah.
when we were doing our acting scenes.
Especially with me.
Because the amount of cock-ups I done was unreal, because my memory's freaking useless. But I got through it with encouragement
you made it your own.
from the guys. Like, it was
Mhm.
absolutely brilliant, especially Ronnie. Like, they just
Yeah. Like,
just stay with the camera. Hello, just fucking smile, keep going.
like I'm so grateful for like all three of you guys. Like I remember
Thank you.
coming here, like my first day coming here and being all this sad little broken jigsaw puzzle, and I just came out of a really horrible relationship. I thought there was no life beyond him and everything, and now it's like you guys always told me, it's like, Jeanette, the right one will come along, and now it's like being in a healthy relationship. I'm like, Jeanette, like, why did I ever think that? I
Mm.
never.
You've
But-
definitely, like, when I first met you, you had this like aura about you. It was quite inviting, but obviously I didn't know much about you.
Yeah.
But seeing you obviously now, and as we've spoken, seen each other more often, like you've got this wee glow, like I said about you
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
There is this like,
the only worry I've got about the film is once my partner sees that,
No.
go to shit herself, and I'll probably end up divorced.
I take it you've not really like told them the ins and outs.
No, because
No.
I
Keep it a surprise.
yes,
Keep
I,
it a
I think
surprise.
that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I'm worried about the new in-laws coming to like getting a chance to watch it and everything, because they'll be like, "Is that really her? Like, that's the one we've invited into the family."
I
Like,
don't know. You get a very professional
I know,
foundation.
it's a professional role.
Yeah. If any in-law would look at that, I'd be like, I know she's business
I
savvy.
I'm pure swearing like a sailor.
I'm screaming at you. So I'm like, shut the fuck up. Oh, I am looking forward to it though. I really
Yeah.
am.
Me too.
Are we allowed to say or when we think it will be? Well, I think they said possibly July time is
Yeah.
when.
Or August for like our actual.
yeah.
premiere.
So cast and
Yeah.
crew for us. We get to see it before he's
we
all.
get VIP.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, VIP. So I think that they said end of July. So we've got that to look forward to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it in a wee cinema.
You know, I am going to miss just like filming with you like once or 2
Yeah,
days
it's
out of
gonna
the
be
week though.
just-
Like it's always been Tuesdays as well. Like the
I know.
scheme was on
Yeah.
a Tuesday as well, so it's like Tuesdays was always filled. Tuesdays today as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Aye,
Yeah.
there you go. See, everything happens on a Tuesday.
Everything good.
See you next Tuesday, guys.
Yeah, I need more.
We're just a bunch of see you next Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a bit slow. I just got that.
Said it. We'll wait for you.
Are you from Livingston, West Lothian as well?
No, I'm for the borders.
Whereabouts?
Galashiels.
Oh, but are you?
Well, Longridge win, but moved to Whitburn when I was 3.
My grandma was born in Longridge.
It's a tiny wee place.
I know.
Like it
Yeah.
really is. I didn't
Like the
realise
house
that.
and everything. And every time I drive past, I'm like, oh, I
Yeah.
remember.
But to be fair, I think I'd like to be like away living somewhere nice, wee secluded area.
Yeah.
We'll have that homestead
It's-
life.
Yeah, me and
Yeah.
Neil were talking, Uncle Neely, about like, you know, when we hit this big sales and that, and we become massive actors, we're all going to buy a mansion and we're all just going to live together. And I said that I was voted most likely to start a cult in college. So.
Massive hype house.
But imagine it, like we had a big mansion. We've got like a sound studio and all that, and a photography studio for Ronnie. We've got a wee dance studio for me. We've got creative spaces for all of our bits. Everybody that's got something.
It sounds like a Playboy mansion.
Exactly, exactly.
Sounds like a cult.
Yeah,
I love it.
cult,
The
yeah.
zero ID
Zero
mansion.
ID cult, yeah.
Yes, that sounds right
Get
up
all
my
our
street.
merch out and everything.
Oh, yeah, is that? We should get some merch sorted
Yeah.
for the premiere, for the release with
Oh,
kids.
that would be cool, yeah.
You know, end up
Get some what,
selling
sorry?
merch,
Merch.
like clothes,
T-shirts or
zero
something.
ID,
Yeah.
hats,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
beanies.
t-shirts, hoodies, like full.
Get
could
the
al-
word.
could always ask the director to pay for it, you know.
Aye. Well, I got a mirror, I got a makeup set case thing, and we got a pair of jammies out of this. Like, thank you guys, thank you. That was good.
I
I
think
know, I actually love the jammies.
I still wear them. I do.
I've got the same pair
Yeah,
as well. They're so good.
I've got like a woolen pair.
I think
there,
I've
but
got a
pin
pen,
trim.
I've got my script, and I've got the rat.
Hell yeah. And we also got experience. What?
It's in there, sure.
All
sure,
right.
Oh, the rat, here we go.
Has he got a name?
The rat bastard.
Just the rat bastard.
The rat bastard.
That'll make sense in due
It'll
time.
always be known
Yeah.
as the rat bastard.
Aye.
And like you say, it will make sense at some point.
I think he was like punk in a past life, that neon stripe.
He has got a bit, yeah.
He had a minor
He's got a
mental
terrible
breakdown.
attitude. He has got a bad attitude, like.
Anything else you want to share? Anything else about your experience? Any questions for us?
I'm just looking forward to more filming. You know,
Yeah,
just
what's
keep
next?
moving, keep developing. I'm sure everybody else has been
Yeah.
working on the film, and it is all about. It's not a case of just I'm a star. It's not like that at all.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
you learn every little bit as you go along.
I know, I think I don't
Everybody's
see it
different.
as like we're making a film where that I'm just like, oh, we're doing a little community project thing.
Yeah,
And I
we're
think that's
learning
how
along
I'm
the way.
staying.
Out.
Like, I'm not like making that big a deal about it in my head either.
Yeah, it's like we're all just hanging out and
Mhm.
everything, and it's just like chill.
The thing is, what we're doing is we don't know the outcome of it.
I suppose
Once
actually, yeah.
once it goes up on the screen,
Mm.
it just takes the right person at the right time. You think there's something there.
Mhm.
We know there's something there.
Yeah.
The directors know there's something there.
I think that was another thing I enjoyed, was the fact that Eileen James like allowed us to somewhat be part of like the writing process, as
Yeah.
much as it
Yeah.
was
Yeah, absolutely.
somewhat based on true events from both of their pasts.
Yeah.
And then touching on some of the problems that we have here in West Lothian.
Yeah.
Getting to be invited
Express
in
it in a
along the
different way as well.
process of script writing, and not just that, Ronnie allowing us all at one point to get behind the camera and get the clapperboard out, or like teaching us about lighting and fog and was a misting.
I got to learn briefly about
farty
sound
machine.
and everything.
Yeah.
That was
I
cool.
mean, farty machine, right?
I know, that's one thing I love, because like I couldn't, like I'm quite a visual person and a visual learner.
Mhm.
So like I couldn't really see how it was going to look until I like was standing beside Ronnie,
Yeah.
and I was like, I could see the color gradient and how the like, smoke machine like was making then the scene look, and I was
Mhm.
like, oh my god,
Yeah.
that looks really good.
It's
that.
funny about the things you don't think about when you're
Mhm.
watching films and stuff, especially that day that we filmed at night, but we were filming in the morning in the script, so we had to get the lighting outside the window and
Mhm.
underneath like the blind and all of that. Like it's things that you don't really think about, and I don't know if you are like the same, but anytime I'm watching things now, whether it's series or films, sometimes I'm not even thinking about like the story or the acting. I'm like, look at the lighting in there,
Do you
like,
know-
oh, that camera
Yeah.
angle's great.
See,
That
because I know
know,
how like acting's like done now as well. Like
like the takes.
yeah, and how a lot of them, like a lot of scenes can be kind of just like free done as well.
Mhm.
I'm like, when I'm watching, I'm like, was that scripted or is that them? Are they just
Yeah.
having fun
Yeah.
with this? And I'm like
I
thinking
love
about things
watching
so
the
differently now.
bloopers and everything
Mhm.
as
I was about to say
well.
that I'm so excited for the gag
Oh.
reels and the
Oh, that'll be
bloopers.
so good.
I still go on YouTube and I watch bloopers and all that from like films all the time. I just think they're like, because you actually see the banter that happened between
Yeah,
us
you
all.
see the actual
And you
connection.
see that it's real life as well. It's
Yeah.
not just
Yeah.
like, I'm an actor.
Yes. And scene.
I think it was it was when we all meet up. It's all hugs and kisses and hey, how you doing? It's really good. Like
I know. I swear, since like hanging with you guys, it's like the most hugs that I've had from like other people other than like my small circle.
Yeah.
And
you
like, 'cause
never
I don't
used
even
to.
really hug my friends.
I was
Like,
about to say,
like,
she's not quite like a personal, like huggy, like person,
No.
but you are now. We've
I'll
converted
give you my last whatever, but like you try and hug me, I'm like, stop it.
it's just going back to the filming bit. I remember one bit that sticks in my head is we're on about lighting outside the window in one of the
Yeah.
scenes, and I was asked to go out because it's a bit windy to hold the
Oh,
light.
aye.
And I was out there, and I was out there, and I was out there. And I thought, do I move?
You've been out there for
Can
a
I
long
do
stand.
this? Can I do that? Then suddenly the blind pops up and everyone's running. You okay? You okay? I went, thank Christ, somebody's remembered I'm outside.
Was it no at once you were like,
I
can
did
someone let me
eventually.
out, please?
I had to knock the window to
That was my fault because of how many
escape.
takes it was taking me.
But yeah, that's a funny filming.
Or how many times we were like, we got it, we felt like we got it, and then the bloody smoke machine would go, pfft. I'm like, fuck, Rania. To be fair, it was good though.
I know.
That kept the spirits up, especially
It did,
during
it
the
did.
like serious ones.
Yeah. Like our bonds as well have gotten really closer and everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's been brilliant.
Yeah, definitely.
Like
has,
Uncle Neely is now like my
Uncle-
literal Uncle Neely. Like we
Aye.
hang about quite often, and he like comes and helps me in my shopping, and that's great.
It's all about me. My name's
Some things will
Neely.
never change.
Quite love it though.
But
Yeah.
that's it. That's Neil for you.
Yeah,
He,
definitely.
he adds a lot of, for me, adds a lot of characters to all the characters.
And charisma.
And when you're feeling a bit shitty when you're on set, he's
Then
there to
it's
cheer
just
you up,
Neely.
and he always does.
Yeah.
And he knows when you're not quite right as well.
He
Oh,
does,
aye.
aye.
Straight away though, when he came into the scheme that day, like he just had this like aura about
Ruined
him.
everybody.
Yeah.
Aye.
I had to
Aye.
ruin everybody and introduce yourself, which was.
I know. I don't think you'll
So
forget
nice
either. Like
though.
it was not long after that I seen him driving past, and I like waved while I was like doing dog walking at the time, and then he like just stopped and was looking around. He's like, "Oh, you remember? Hi, Sharon." It was so sweet.
But there's obviously talk about possibly extending it or more parts to it, because there's
Yeah.
so many characters actually in it that you could take on so many like
Yeah.
avenues, which
So
I think
many
is really
paths
good.
and everything.
Yeah.
The way it's hopefully going to end is there is a next one. Maybe
Yeah.
another
Yeah,
one.
That's the
And
We
thing.
another
didn't
one.
even say what
Yeah,
we were
like make a
playing
giant
or who we
trilogy.
were as part of the film.
We didn't what?
We'd like say like, "Oh, you're playing."
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Who do you play, Kenny?
I'm the rat bastard. Trust me, I'm the rat bastard. Ask Shannon, I'm the rat bastard.
This wee guy's generally came with us throughout the whole thing.
I
He,
know.
You
he's
got him
followed
straight
us
away.
all through it.
Playing hide and seek and everything.
It's our mascot.
He actually
Aye.
he sits on the dashboard of my car every day.
What about you, Bethany?
I play the CPN.
You say this is it a psychiatrist?
Community
Aye,
psychiatric
psychiatrist.
nurse.
Yeah.
Psychiatric nurse. And Shannon?
The split in your mind.
Lorraine.
Lorraine.
Oh, try to get the name actually for
Oh,
the
yeah.
characters. Was,
Yeah.
That was.
chopping and changing a lot. I feel like we got there in the end.
Yeah.
Actually, Lorraine really does kind of.
I know somebody said something, and we're like, "That'll do.
Yeah.
That'll do."
And our characters, well, it's Lizzie Bryce, so they wanted to keep something within West Lothian,
Yeah, that's brilliant,
within the film. So Lizzie Bryce, it's actually
There's
it's
a
like
backstory
a,
behind.
yeah, there's like
Bryce being a witch and stuff.
yeah,
Mhm.
and then they've named the main
the
roundabout
roundabout,
just
aye.
up at
Onto the
the Shell garage just up the road. It's like between the A71 and
Yeah.
89 or something.
Individual carriage.
So I like that they've done that as well. They've sort of brought in some West Lothian lore. We love a bit of lore.
Oh, we do.
Yeah.
Can I get enough yet?
And Neil was lucky though; he got to keep his name. So Neil's
And
still
Ginty.
Uncle. Neil. Oh, aye, Ginty as well.
Just Ginty and
Aye.
Neil.
Aye, it was gentle, yeah.
Aye, we were meant to have wee Ginty here, but she's not feeling too great. But we'll get her on, and we'll get a good chance to chat about it all. And obviously, you'll all see it.
Yeah.
But aye, Jesus, it's been a journey.
Yeah, definitely.
I've loved
It's
it.
been a great journey. Aye,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Gonna miss it.
Mhm.
Like,
I'm excited though to see what's going to come of everybody, because even
Yeah.
like Mark and Neil as well, like they're willing to go out and they've done other bits like yourselves as
And
well,
Sean did.
and different like filming and creative stuff. So it's intriguing. Like it's you want to see it, you do.
Mhm.
yeah.
And it's
I've
good
had
to
a
see.
lot more like life prospects. Like, I don't know if you say life prospects. don't know
Like
how
just
to like say it,
the
but like loads
drive.
of opportunities that have just like fell at my feet, and it's been like a full circle moment, and I'm like, oh, this is weird.
This is what life's about.
Yeah, it's been good.
Yeah, and it has been, for me, it's,
Yeah.
at my age, being an old rat bastard, it's been a great experience. It's brought me my youth back again. Although my body's knackered, my brain still works really well, but it reminds me of my olden days, and it just, I now feel I'm at the point I want to help young people develop into filming, photography, into the industry, basically.
Yeah.
Because when I done it the last time, there's still 4 or 5 guys within the filming community have got really good jobs from it. And that was all started from them, from school and right through. And I think this needs to come back again for everybody, absolutely.
Yeah, well, I think Ali and James have got the right idea here.
Yeah.
Where
Oh,
once this is
absolutely.
out, kind of expanding Zero ID into some sort of talent agency and actual production.
Yeah.
Looking into getting some sort of funding and all that as well to
Oh,
take
yeah.
this up a tier, get more people in, and
Give
it's
more
not.
people the opportunity.
Yeah, rather than bringing us all in from the things that we've done before, because this was all sort of just constructed through like the means of what we'd met through before the scheme. But this time, I think this time round, once everything's kind of been done and out there and they've expanded on it, we can actually start taking on like actual auditions, get people coming in, the younger people get auditions or whatever. Like, Ali's a great guy, so are you, James, but Ali and James, like, you're both getting my praise, but the amount
Oh,
that
aye.
you guys have done is just like, it blows my mind. You
yeah.
literally, you had a script within like not even 2 weeks from even
Oh, no.
the first pilot, because it was James that wrote the pilot that sort of like cast all of this off, and he wrote it ages and ages ago, and it's just sort of sat there like on the
No,
back
I know,
burner.
I had a conversation with Ali way before this developed, and I was just talking to him at the scheme, and I was telling him about life and everything and things like that. Then, before I knew it, he had written my part in to the script, because he phoned me up and said, "I've got a part for you. You're going to do it," but he wouldn't tell me what it was.
And I remember he came in that day and he was like, there's going to be like a bad guy type part, but I like how they were, you don't get a name. Like, you're just known, excuse me, as the rat bastard. Obviously, for contextual reasons, you'll see when you see it,
Yes.
and you'll understand.
And that's like as well, like James, for me, obviously not having like a lot of confidence and stuff. You message to be like, we're doing this, feel free to come along, you can be a part of it, or if you don't want to be a part of it and just like come along for the experience, like you're more than welcome. And then when we came and had a chat about it, I was like,
Yeah, we done that first
Right,
table read.
let's
I
go.
think everyone, like, the buzzing
Yeah.
started buzzing. Like, it was like, oh, okay, there's something here. But straight away, when James and I had, like, filmed the first pilot, like, way back in
I know,
February,
that was really good.
there was only 3 of us, 3 other people in the room. It was Martin, Neil, and Ali. And as soon as we just, like, finished rehearsing it, Ali straight away was like, right, we're making a movie. Like, we can make this.
Yeah.
We'll get Ronnie. I've got a sound guy. I've got people. I've got this. I've got that. Let's do it. And we were just like, remember his face, man? He was just sat there like,
Oh,
what's
shit.
actually happening?
Are we gonna do
He was like,
this?
what? What? Me? Why? What? And we were just like, but I was at the back like, yeah, I'm doing for it. Let's go. Woo.
Like,
It did happen really quick.
Yeah, literally 2 weeks later.
So it was like the
it
week
was
after I was there.
Yeah, the first table read was the week after, and then the script was done the following week, and almost everybody had a part, even like the extra parts, like Sharon and stuff, and Caitlin ended up coming on as well. So that's
Anybody that wanted to be involved was like going to be involved if they wanted.
There was a place for everybody that turned up.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Ali done really well at
Definitely.
writing in parts as well. Like if someone
Yeah.
came along,
And
was
then
"Oh,
like
I've
from
got
word
something
of
for
mouth,
you."
we had other people that had just heard, like for example, like my friend talking about
Yeah.
it, and other people just wanting to come and get involved and just saying like the energy that we all had together. They're like, I want to be part of this. Like,
Because Keith just came along with
Yeah.
Matty one day,
Yeah.
and then one of our cast fell through because he was away on holiday. So we were like, oh, we'll just see if you can kind of do it. And he was the same. Like, it was like, it was intriguing to watch though. Someone who had never done acting
It was-
before
It was
come into
brilliant,
that.
you know, it was
And
really
at
good.
first he was very like, yes, this is the line. And we were like, no, just be conversational. Yeah. Like, and I had to actually like slap him at one point in the shoot. And then as soon as it was like, just be conversational as if he's normal and make eye contact with him, and he was straight away. And I was like, well done. Like, just to come into that, because he knew basically none of us had no like acting background whatsoever.
But
took
he did
direction
say,
really well.
and it was like he said that like he felt really comfortable like from just meeting us all straight away.
Yeah.
So like that obviously helped.
I think
Bring
I
that
was
confidence in that
definitely
out.
the same when filming like that first like shoot and everything, and I remember seeing Ali, and like everyone like almost standing at the back, and like, I was known as the quiet kind of little shadow, and it's like I was just there, and everyone was like what?
No, you're playing the professional now. You need
Like-
you.
It's like I was full there with my full confidence. I was like, do you know, I learned it in like less than a week. I was like, do you know.
I know, and it's like I struggled as well with trying to like get time to go over lines as well, like with
Yeah.
kids and work and
I think
like
you had the
everything.
most
Yeah.
dialogue.
and like being dyslexic as well. It was just like
Oh yeah.
oh.
They were
Well,
quite
we
good
made it
that
work.
way with they got like the colour paper and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, there's a label. Oh no.
What do you want? A balloon? A badge? There's no labels here, neighbour.
There's no labels here, neighbour.
Sorry, I struggle to read sometimes. I'm a little bit illiterate.
I was learning my lines like during like when I was working at McDonald's. Like I was doing drive-through, and it's like I would try and like take like one line, and I'd be saying it over and over again, while my co-workers just look at me like as if I'm.
Are you
meth-
alright? Yeah.
And I
Oh,
was
you
like,
had to get cover and all that, didn't you? Like respect to you. You actually went
Yeah,
out.
I
You were
got
like,
cover,
no.
and then like even like when I was learning my lines as well, like I remember it was like the day before, and it's like the massive line piece that I had. Like I was like trying to memorize. Like I took a picture of it on my phone, and like I was reading it, and then when I had to be called up to top booth and everything for a drive-through, like I was like each car after that came off, and it was like that quiet period.
Yeah.
I was then saying the line over and over again, and people like with the headset on, and people were thinking I was like deranged. It was funny.
I mean, my experience on kind of rehearsing for my role, my partner's got a giant life-size koala bear. Well, it's a human-sized koala bear, and I actually used that. I was caught speaking to it, which was quite embarrassing because some of my lines and some of the things I had to do, I felt so sorry for this koala bear. Seriously.
I can imagine actually.
But all I can say is I didn't actually punch the koala bear in the face.
That koala's got some trauma.
Have
Poor
you seen
thing.
that meme? It's like the wee girl with the doll, and it's like, give me my fucking money.
Give me my fucking money. Law and Order. Do, do.
That would be Kenny with the
Even all
koala.
my rehearsal with the koala bear, even when I came on set, I've still got the papers in the script in my pocket, and I'm every 2 seconds going, that's my line, that's my line, that's my line, and then,
Yeah.
fuck's sake, I've
Like-
cocked it up.
That reminds me of this video of like this little girl on TikTok, and she's holding this Elsa doll by the hair. She was flinging it about her, and her mum's like, no, you need to be nice. And she's like, Mum, it's a doll. She likes things like that. I was like, all right, okay.
She likes the abuse. It's all right.
It's fine, Mum. She's just a doll.
See with the dialogue stuff as well. Like I remember a lot of the times when I was in a scene with either you or Neil or Ginty, I was always trying to remember like what their last like line was, and that would then prompt me to like remember what the next bit
Yeah.
was. But because we would like sway off, or we'd like just it would work certain ways. Eventually, you just had to kind of like just roll with it and make up your
Yeah.
own, or you could remember it to a degree. But literally, I read over the script obviously at the table read, but before any scene that I was in, it was just like most of the time I forgot my script. So I was like to Ali, like, what's
I
my
know,
line?
same.
And he was like, do, and I'm like, right, let's go. And it was like, it was in my head at that, and I was actually quite proud of myself. Like, managed to just
Yeah.
like
For,
read
like,
it maybe
the
once or
time that
twice.
has, yeah.
Yeah, but then because obviously your dialogue was a lot longer in the bits.
Yeah,
I
like
was
it's fine.
sorta-
And then we're looking at it and we're like,
and you're like, no, it's just a wee bit. We're looking at it. There's like a full on paragraph, and I'm like,
Yeah.
shit. Like, right, just break it down then. Like, we can and then obviously when you'd say the last line, that would prompt me to say the next. But that process was just, it was interesting, and obviously
Yeah.
I'd never done anything like that before, but felt quite proud of myself and yourself. Actually,
It was like
Same.
mine was filmed back to front.
oh yeah, because you, yeah. Oh,
you see what
well,
I'm
let's not
saying?
say much.
You can't say, I've got to say careful. What
Yeah.
you say. Mine was filmed back to front,
Yeah.
and upside down and inside out. And for the script wise, I was going through trying to learn everybody's lines,
Yeah.
and so that it works like that. So when that's like you were just saying, but it doesn't work like that in filming.
Yeah.
and that's what I
as
mean,
soon
like,
as
see,
my
learning
role
all this
must have
stuff.
Came in,
Yeah.
then it was like as soon as my like single script, because I got like that specific individual script, but that must have just sent you right on your way for that.
I know, like when now, like we were saying, like when I watch stuff now, I'm like, oh, they didn't memorize that whole script in a winner and like just done it all in one take. Like
That's what I
whereas,
used to
like
think.
I used
too,
to think
yeah.
all of that was done in like the
Just
day.
one bit,
Yeah, one
Whereas
take.
now I'm like,
It's a bit like when
it's
you watch the
not
soaps on
bad.
TV, isn't it?
Yeah.
You think it just runs like da 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 da. But what I found is now I look for
magic of the cameraman.
I look for continuity.
Yeah.
I look at the clock. What time is it? Then if they go back to see, oh, is that glass moved? And it really
Yeah.
irritates
Or if
me
they're
now.
if they're drinking something,
Yeah.
they're like, that's filler than before you took
Yes.
a drink.
No,
Like Neil with the kettle that day. That was, oh God.
I know. I'm kind of sat watching the telly now, going, "That's wrong, that's wrong," and I'm thinking to myself, "Watch the film."
Yeah. Another thing, see
I've
how
always
they
done that.
like started filming like whatever scene it was. Like I don't know why I thought we were gonna come in and it was you're shooting it from 1 to 10. Like
Yeah.
we're-
Yeah.
first scene,
I know
second,
we did
third.
it in order.
Yeah, it was all like over. But to be fair, I think it was better that way because you actually
You weren't waiting on the end either.
and
like,
you already understood to a degree once you started say this scene first or scene 5 instead of scene 1 and doing it in that way because I don't know, it did actually like make it flow better, or I felt like
Yeah.
I did understand it a little bit better to a degree. There was a
because
few
we weren't
times I
going
was
on like the journey of the story, we were like the journey of the scene,
mhm.
if you know what I mean. So it was
Mhm.
easier for us to like channel what we were
Yeah.
needing to.
Yeah.
actually capturing like the emotion that we needed to.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think I'm like say Bethany's part. I've never seen Bethany's at all.
Oh yeah, because it was
Acting.
just the
Um,
crew. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've not really seen you acting.
Mm.
Seen you and I just work
Yeah.
together, but we've just had tiny little bits,
Yeah, little
Yeah.
They do.
snippets crossing.
which has been filmed again back to front.
Yeah.
So even I don't know. I don't think anybody knows that actually how it's all going to come together. Now,
Yeah.
I think that's the beauty of filming.
I think
And
that's what makes it more exciting.
That's yeah, absolutely. It-
yeah,
it-
because
it-
we've got
yeah.
Neil and Matty's scene as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
see,
yeah, I'm
I've
excited
there's
to
a lot
see
of
that.
scenes other people haven't seen, what other people
Yeah.
have done. Like
And they
people
like
haven't
smashed
seen
that so
our
fast
scenes.
as well. I know we never seen the
Yeah,
pub scene.
so
Yeah,
that
like
one.
some people haven't seen our scenes.
Mm-hmm.
They've not heard our dialogue in some scenes.
Mm.
So it'll be interesting to see what the whole thing.
I think as well, not use labels. But the hard thing for me is to like differentiate. I know like I'm playing a character, but it's hard for me to not like get so invested, like because I believe that I'm that character. Not that I know that, but that's what I struggled with the ones around. I was like, I don't want to be like a bad person,
Mhm.
so like I don't want to pretend to be a bad person. And I think
Yeah.
that's why I struggle to be like horrible to you, because I'm like, I don't want to be bad to you, 'cause I know, but like I know it's just acting.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I think
being
that's
the rat
my biggest-
bastard, I found it so friggin' easy.
Refreshing, if anything.
Refreshing, yes.
But I think that was like the biggest struggle for me to overcome, is like
Yeah.
you're just playing a part and don't like take it
Like,
as
it's
face
not
value.
actually
It's not me,
made
even though
you
I'm
into-
saying it.
into
Yeah,
a characterization. There
Yeah.
goes my dyslexia.
Oh, she gets
Another
it
one.
too. Push it.
What do you want? A balloon? A badge? There's no labels here, Neighbour.
I remember
get the
asking,
gist.
I was like, why a balloon? Why a badge? And then I was like, all right, because you're labeling.
Yeah.
something.
Do I have a Blue Peter badge for that?
Aye, he's got the ink. Aye, through this process though, like, I thought I was going to struggle, be like portraying, because Lizzie's character has some sort of like personality disorder. There was a lot of back and forth with Ali on the outdoors say filming day, because I was like, it's borderline personality disorder, is it not? And he was like, no, it's dissociative identity disorder. And I was like, I think it's a bit of both, but we had
Just a
this
personality
guy. It was
disorder,
like
yeah.
she's a bit no well in the head, which I felt like, do you know what? That's great, because that is me. Like I actually have traits of borderline personality disorder. So what? Oh well, there's a lot of
Am
there's
I
a
real?
good window
Am
there.
I not?
Mm.
Who knows?
But some of the things that happen in there as well in the film, I could also just relate with, because of certain things that I've been through myself. So even with the scheme one as well, with Monster Within, I played a psychiatrist or criminologist, and I'm studying psychology. So I always felt like, to a degree, it was going to be difficult to like try and portray or get this character down. But in a other sense, like I have actually got or experienced somewhat of what I've experienced in my own life.
Yeah.
And that's what like Alan taught us that day, because it's like
Yeah,
being
he
horrible.
sat
Like
with
I can
us.
be horrible to myself in my own mind,
Yep.
but to project that onto someone else, I'm
Yep.
like, oh no.
Or that
Yeah.
that
So he was
day-
like, just use that. Like you know how to do it, but do it to someone else.
I'll never forget the day we had to do on-screen tears, but like it was like a proper breakdown moment. So Shannon had brought along a bottle of the bomb, like the really spicy freaking sauce.
I didn't see it, but I heard all
Oh,
about it.
I can't wait to see that scene because that felt powerful. But yeah, I used hot sauce, like hot sauce. If you've watched Hot Ones, you'll know how
Yes.
freaking hot this
Yeah.
sauce is.
And I
just
brought
to
it
get
along
that.
just for James to try because me and James were talking about hot
About
sauce,
hot
and then
sauce.
I was like, wait,
Yeah.
take it before the scene.
No, I feel like it worked. It like was quite effective.
It
but I
was.
suppose we'll see when it
Yeah.
all comes out. But that scene in our scene and the guys is what I'm really looking forward to. Just seeing everyone's like parts progress that we've obviously not been. So like we didn't watch, we didn't view. So
Dave's hot sauce was everyone was using for their breakfast rolls at the wedding. Just so you know. Yeah.
I don't know, I never got up for breakfast that day.
Someone just came into my apartment and was like, can I get that hot sauce? Then walked out. I was like, all right.
Yeah,
So we might
Sharon-
start your day.
Shannon got married on the 26th there of April. That was a lovely wee thing to be a part of as well.
I know, and I feel like doing all this acting stuff as well beforehand is like, because obviously the reason why I looked is because I can't imagine like that many eyes on me at once. But it was like similar numbers to like what we've been working with and stuff
Yeah,
as well.
it was
So like it
intimate.
helped a lot.
Yeah. It was like your closest peoples and stuff.
Mhm.
But it was beautiful to be a party. Not just that, but see, like that's something that I've always longed for is just like being a party, a group, a community, having that like
Same.
like just group of people that we've all got each other's back. There's no bad blood, there's no like competition. It is purely just
There's
we're
no
all here.
bitchiness, there's no jealousy. It's
Yeah.
like,
It's all
if you
just
want to do
one
this,
big
go do it. We'll support you.
Yeah.
And not try
one
to tear
big
each other
happy
down.
family. Like,
I mean,
it's-
conflict comes with everything, and of course there's been little like drips and drabs of conflicts
Yeah.
throughout this all, but then it wouldn't make it the
But
experience.
we have
it
that
is.
like communication and comfortability, so we like
Yep.
address it at the table, stunned, dusted,
Yeah.
swept under the rug.
If you can't communicate, then it's just going to be.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You can't
Bag of balls.
communicate, you can't act.
That was another thing. I work in a shop just part time, and how many people have came up to me and been like, "What's this filming thing
Same,
that
by
you're
the way.
doing?"
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, "Oh, so it must be getting out there, like on the
Yeah.
socials."
I've had actually,
So I work in a
it's the
pub.
same. I've
It's
had
the
that in
same.
the village, but Craig's in the village as well. So,
Oh yeah, yeah.
But yeah, people have come up to me and says, "Are you making a film?" Of course, then when they seen people coming to the house and that, and equipment coming in, my neighbour started asking questions.
Yeah.
I know, and like on the back of like making reels,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
like obviously like the ones that we've done personally, like about being in Zero ID, I've ended up getting a like paid job to like just do a reel for someone. So I'm like, wow, there we go.
See, it's the opportunity. It's not what you know; it's who you know.
Uh-huh.
It's fun a journey. Like
yeah.
I feel weird yous not being in this.
I know.
Like yous
Yeah.
deserve the recognition too.
So anytime I do something or like get to know people, I always ask people what their favourite kind of crisps are. So I'm gonna ask you
My favorite what?
kind of crisps.
Crisps.
Flavour. Smelly crisp, good crisps.
Oh, the Co-op irresistible. So sea salt or Chardonnay vinegar. My God, like they ruin your mouth. It will ruin your mouth,
Yeah.
but they're just
Bethany?
beautiful.
I don't actually. Probably anything like barbecue, like just sweet
Like the
barbecue.
Transformers ones.
Oh, those were the
Oh.
best, man.
Smelly crisps are my favourite. What about you?
Mine's is tomato ketchup.
Oh, I do like the
Oh,
Walkers.
they're
ones.
good.
They're
Ooh.
nice.
Got to be
I've
Walkers
never heard that one before.
or roast chicken.
Not so much roast chicken, but no tomato ketchup. That was a big
Yeah.
one for me as well.
But I'm
Like,
kind of eating a lot of Pringles now. I love them. Sour cream Pringles.
yeah,
Mhm.
but you can't just eat one Pringle. You have to put it all in
No.
your mouth.
No,
and
no.
then
No, you don't. You have a
Yeah.
whole tube.
I know, I
open
get
up
like
and eat a lot.
we stacks
Just-
them.
It's gone.
Interesting. James? Quavers. Yes. Ronnie?
Ew.
Prawn cocktail.
Walkers.
Any.
Any prawn cocktail.
Love it, love it.
Quavers though. I need
Quavers are good.
to. I know.
You get salt and vinegar quavers too? So just Quavers as a brand.
Mm. Nice.
Well, because of the wee holes. Ah.
I'm gonna barf again. Oh God.
I know, I don't know what it is like. See, every time we're all together, we're all so gassy.
That is
And we're
terrible.
drinking water.
Yeah.
I'm on the Red Bull. My sleeping pattern's been gone the last few days.
Yeah.
I think it's just the buzz for everything and just
I've
life
been
in
staying
general.
up till like 3 in the morning and then
Same.
falling asleep. I'm like, oh my god.
Nah. Mum life, I'm like,
I know. As soon as your teeth hits the pillow, you're like, I'm out. Oh, you wee babos. Do you think you'll ever get them in? Like, getting into stuff like this?
Yeah, one thing for raising kids is like the opportunity I never got, like, not forced into, but like
Just
I
given them
wasn't
the
made to
opportunity.
like go to dancing or like stick at anything. So like I'd try
Mhm.
something, I'd get like that social like anxiety. I wouldn't like it.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, I'm not going back.
Yeah. You didn't get
whereas-
pushed that
yeah.
drive, yeah.
But like teachers did like hold art classes for me, so I did have that creative like outlet of some sort. Like my head teacher like had a private after school club for like just me. It was sweet looking back on it now. But yeah, I'm going to make them do some form of like martial arts or like physical
Discipline.
and one form of creative where I'll let them choose that, so they can, if they want to do dance, they can do dance. If they want to do like drama, acting, like doesn't matter what it is,
I did dance back in the day.
but some form of creative outlet.
Did you see that MGA Academies moved through here as well? So
Mhm.
MGA was like a private institution for
Yeah.
dance and theatre and all
Yeah, I've
that.
seen that, and they're like where one of the council buildings were.
Yeah,
Like a house or something like that.
aye, over
Mhm.
by like where Pure Gym and all that is. So
Yeah.
they've just opened up like I think there. He's like my cousin basically. He used to go to MGA. I went to Dance for All in Stockbridge, and
Mhm.
he's now moved through here, and he does so many productions. Like he's doing really well,
Mm-hmm.
and that was just for
Yeah.
being in a club, like and going along like once, twice a week or
I
whatever.
was a part of Vicky Reese Dance School of Performance.
I know who you are. Oh God, that's a throwback right there.
Yeah, that was the old like purple and yellow
Yeah.
hoodies. I miss my hoodie. Like I want it back.
And I see that's all like that being belonging to like a community of all
Yeah.
similar.
Yeah, like it was good when I did
Aspirations
dancing,
and
but
stuff.
I didn't
Yeah.
feel like a part
Yeah,
of the
it
group
was
or
more.
anything.
It was very competitive.
Yeah, and
like,
it was private dance college in Edinburgh as well, and like I'm a wee scheme kid feel of it, like what's up? They're all like prim and proper and to
Yeah.
a degree, but
Have you got a
some of
trust
them
fund?
literally
I'm
I
very
do.
lucky that like mine wasn't like all very prim and proper.
Mm.
But I remember doing my second dance exam, and it was contemporary, and I can't remember what song it was or anything. I got silver for it overall.
Nice.
But my little sister Holly ran in. She was probably about 3 at the time, with this bike helmet on her head, trying to chuck it about. Like while I was in front of the dance examiners, I was like, "Oh my god!" That was that was interesting.
What about
It's a core
Holly? Is
memory.
she coming in to do any more
So-
active? What's
As far as I know, I don't know. I have no Scooby. She's right now in London with her boyfriend. Shame.
way down in London? Jeez, that's
Yeah.
big.
I know he's our
It'll be me
venturing.
next.
Ah,
Yeah.
you're wee travellers, eh?
Well, yeah. Yeah. Half of one, half an Irish traveller, but yeah.
good to
I'll
explore.
be going down to Cheltenham soon when we get a flat.
Yeah.
Touching wood, we get a flat very soon. Just
Crossing
a
fingers and
hint,
toes for you.
just hinting at him.
Moving all up in the world, eh?
Yeah. Hopefully get away from McDonald's.
Well, we had a conversation earlier, and we
Mhm.
were saying you just got to grasp the opportunity.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what it is, if it's life, film, and anything, just grasp that
Yeah.
opportunity.
Like, it doesn't
Just
matter
take it,
what
yeah.
age you are and everything. Like no
Yeah.
matter who's like kind of judging you, because I know I'll get judged because we've only been in a relationship for 2 months. But I know fine well I'll get judged by a lot of my family because I'm going to be moving in with my boyfriend,
Mm.
and it's like, do you know, they
Well-
they can judge all they want.
They can, because me and Callum like got together after 2 weeks of being together, then like moved in like 3 weeks, and we're married now. So
Yeah, it works.
if you know, you know.
Yeah.
But also, if you don't try, you'll
I was
never
gonna
know.
say
If you
that.
don't
Yeah.
fail, you'll never know. And sometimes, as much as it's shit to a degree, like when you fail,
Mm-hmm.
you'll learn more.
Yeah, all fairness, like I go down like every last month anyway, and like I stay for 5 days, and it's like we are living together. It's
Mhm.
nice. Like we still do food shops together. It's all cute and it's great.
I know the feeling, eh? It does. It
It's
just
just
like
that food
feeds you.
shop, and
yeah.
it's like, oh.
and you're, I don't know if your whole life's figured it. You're like, I could get used to this life.
Yeah, it's like I'm doing the dishes and everything, and it's like he'll then like plan out a day for us, and it's great. So it's
That's
like
sweet.
we're pretty much kind of moved in pretty much together. I mean, majority of my clothes are now at his, but that's not because I steal his.
Oh, lovely, lovely. After or before? Okie dokie. Do you want to hit it then? What's that? Oh, this is a new one.
Oh, I like this jingle. A
Yeah.
little bit scary.
Bring it on.
I feel like I can dance this. Dig it.
Lovely. That is our wee jingle. Any parting comments that you'd like to make or anything else that you'd like to share just before we wrap up?
I would just like to say as a rap master, it's been a fantastic experience. Great to work out with the limits I thought that I could work out with.
Yep.
And it's just been great meeting all the new people and getting new confidence back and people having faith in you.
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know, that for me, that's very important. And to be trusted. And it is a trusting thing.
It is.
Mm.
And just learning to be open, honest. It's great. It's a great experience.
Yep.
And other things are coming from it, and I just want to keep going. Yeah.
Would you
Yeah,
do it all
absolutely.
over again?
Oh hell yeah,
Yeah.
100,000
Yeah.
times. And like I said earlier, I would encourage anybody to just
Try.
just
Just do it.
go for it.
Try it.
Yeah. Even if you go along to a class or set up or anything, just go.
There's loads of things if you're obviously in Livingston
Once
or
you
West
get
Lothian.
there, you've got a choice. You either do it or you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And there's always somebody there that gives you that wee nudge.
Take a chance.
Like, take a shot, yeah. like I did with your mum
Mm-hmm.
in the last film. There was no way that Bethany's mum was going to do anything.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I just sat down with her. And we ended up as dog walkers with Neil.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that I could see a massive difference in her just
Yeah.
in that little,
Yeah.
just that little bit. And that's all it takes.
Yeah, I remember when you had talked at the premiere for The Monster Within. That was like that moved me.
I know.
Like,
I was
Yeah.
in tears.
I know, because I
Yeah.
I
said
was
something
actually
and then
in
you stood
tears.
up and you started talking, and then I think it was like your gran or something started talking as well,
Yeah.
and like everyone just started like
Going in.
unraveling. I was like, oh, that like gave me fuel.
yeah, but that was just it though. Like it just takes one person to
Mhm.
like share or whatever for
Yeah.
everyone to come
It's the
out.
power of it.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Power of transparency.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, that was very intelligent talking. there.
What about yourself, Bethany? Any parting comments? Or?
I'm really grateful, and I'm still very involved with the scheme and touching wood. They've been on about doing like book writing and
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
I want to release an album and get into that singing career that I wanted, and I'm writing a book and
Hell yes.
everything, and
Love it.
so excited.
Well, you can follow you along on Facebook or something. Yeah, plug
I
yourself.
was just
Plug
gonna say,
yourselves.
yourself.
Yeah. For when that happens. What about yourself, Miss Shannon Wells?
Oh.
Mrs. Wells. I'm never going to get
That
tired.
sounds so posh. doesn't
It really does,
Very
eh?
posh.
Mrs. I'm just really thankful for the opportunity and everything that it's kind of brought for me, my healing journey, like confidence and believing in myself as well as from like you guys believing in me. I'm also doing the same. I'm writing a book because it's part of like after all of this, I find it really cathartic to like start writing again.
Mhm.
Yep.
So I'm going to be writing a wee book too.
She's got lots to share, so stay
Yeah.
tuned.
Yep. And yeah, I'm enjoying finding my creative feet again and just doing stuff. Who cares what people think?
Cool.
What about you? What's your parting comments?
Similar, very similar. I'm learning now to not care about what other people think. I'm doing what I like, what I enjoy, and I'm eternally grateful for all of you. I'm so happy to have met you all, and I know the journey obviously be continuing on past all of this. You can catch me at Kellyology42 or Kellyology on YouTube, and obviously stay tuned for the filming coming out in July
See us
time.
at the end of summer, guys.
Yes,
And
there'll
you
be-
can catch me under a wheelie bin or on your train.
So yeah, we have been the cast of Bitter Pill on the Fly Fifers podcasts, loving yous and leaving yous.
Peace and love, man.
Peace out. I love you all.
Oh, it's up there. I'm like, what?